To bust this myth, we'll take two approaches. The first is a data-driven numbers approach, whereas the other is going to be a logical approach. To follow the data-driven approach, let's look at the past trends of the cutoff for IPMAT Indore. For the QA short answer section and the QA MCQ section, the cutoff more or less lies in the region of 1/3 of the total score. If we go into detail for the QA short answer section, the cutoff for the past 2 or 3 years has been in the range of 12 to 20, which is just 3 to 5 questions out of a potential 15. Whereas if we talk about the QA MCQ section, in the MCQ section, the cutoff follows a similar trend and you just need to know 1/3 of the entire content, or you just need to solve 1/3 of the entire content to be able to crack the section. This just means that there's a lot of margin here. There's a lot of scope where you can play around with your syllabus. But when we talk about the VA section, for the VA section, the cutoffs have just kept on rising and rising. If you look at the last year, it was in the range of 125. The previous year was slightly lesser than that and it's just going on rising. See, I'm not saying that the next year is going to be even higher, but you always need to be prepared. A good attempt in the VA section is around 38 to 40 questions with almost an 80-90% accuracy. To maintain this, you will have to cover everything in the VA section, but that's not the case in QA. In QA, we have 5 main domains. You have numbers, arithmetic, algebra, geometry, and modern math. Out of the 5, the best case scenario is that you master 3 out of these 5. It could be any 3 of your choice. But I am not saying that when you master 3, you need to leave out the 2. When you are mastering the 3 topics, for the other 2 topics, you just need to get into basic things. Which means if there's a question which only requires a formula to be applied and gotten the answer, do that. So your entire strategy at the end of the day becomes that out of the 5, you master 3. For the other 2, you just know the basics. And trust me, that is all that you require to crack IPMAT Indore. But this is the data-driven approach. For the logical approach, someone has rightly said that you are never going to be 100% prepared, which means even if you cover the entire syllabus, you're always going to feel a little amiss. Which means that even if it's 60%, 70% or 80%, what is most important is your confidence. So whatever you've done, if you're confident about it, I'm sure that is going to be enough to crack IPMAT Indore. So do not worry about coverage of the syllabus, but make sure that whatever you've done is done to the best of your ability. Thank you.